Good morning and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat and welcome to the Sports Update Show this beautiful Monday morning, the 2nd of March. I almost said the 2nd of February, but it is the 2nd of March. Let's get straight into those topics because this morning's a short but sweet show. Not that much to get through to this morning. We'll talk football, obviously T20 cricket, NHL, NBA, NCAA basketball, a little bit of motorsports. Yep. I see people in the chat. Yes, Lawrence got to 15. Vern got to 15 points in the tips. We'll talk about that. We will talk about that tomorrow. Don't you worry, on the Premier League prediction show. That is our topics for today. Cool. Don't forget, that's the email at the top if you want to get a hold of us. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Almost up to 143,000. Great stuff. Let's start with the Premier League. And here we go. Yesterday, 4 times 2-1, huh? That kind of helped a lot of people with the tips there. Brighton beat Forest 2-1. Fulham beat Spurs 2-1. Manchester United took care of Crystal Palace 2-1. And Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1. It is looking good. We're not going to get into the tables because remember, tomorrow is Table Tuesday. So we'll look at all the tables tomorrow. But it's not looking good there for Nottingham Forest, Spurs, West Ham. They're all lost on the weekend. Tell you that relegation battle is as interesting as the top 4 battle is going to be. Arsenal, that was a good win for Arsenal. That was a good win for United as well, that Arsenal win. Because Chelsea got to play Aston Villa on Wednesday. Lots of good games. Don't forget, a whole round of Premier League Tuesday, Wednesday. So be sure to join us for that. Then let's go to the other leagues there in La Liga in España. The Espanyol and Elche drew 2-2. Valencia beat Osasuna 1-0. Real Betis and Real Sevilla in the Seville derby, they drew 2-2. I saw my old boy there, Anthony, scoring for Real Betis. And Celta de Vigo beat Girona 2-1. So good results there in Spain. We move on. I think it's the Bundesliga. Jawohl. Guten Morgen. Stuttgart thrashing Wolfsburg 4-0. Frankfurt took care of Freiburg 2-0. And Leipzig, they nipped past Hamburger SV there 2-1. So well done to Leipzig. As I said, we'll check out all tables tomorrow. In Italy, AC Milan beat Cremonese 2-0. Sassuolo beat Atalanta 2-1. Torino beat Lazio 2-0. And AS Roma and Juventus, they had a doozy there last night. They drew 3-3. So, big game there. And last but not least, in the French League, bonjour. Paris beat Nice 1-0. That's Paris FC. Lille beat Nantes 1-0. Lorient and Auxerre drew 2-2. Brest, they're always in beautiful form. They beat Metz 1-0. And Marseille took care of Lyon 3-2. Aubameyang scoring 2 goals there for Marseille. Move on to the NBA. Let me get that out there this morning. 1 second. There were lots of NBA last night. There you go. So, let's look at that NBA from last night. The Spurs losing to the Knicks big time. They won 114-89. Cavaliers knocking off the Nets 106-102. James Harden with 22 points there. The Bulls beat the Bucks 120-97. Mr. Giddy there from down under. He had 20 points, 14 rebounds and 10 assists to give himself a triple-double. The Timberwolves took care of the Nuggets 117-108. Anthony Edmonds with 21 points and 6 assists there for the Timberwolves. Nikola Jokic with 35 points, 13 rebounds and 9 assists for the Nuggets. The Grizzlies knocked off the Pacers 125-106. Hawks had no problem with the Trailblazers 135-101. The Pistons beat the Magic 106-92. Cade Cunningham there with a good 29 points and 11 assists. The Celtics got past the 76ers 114-98. The Thunder rolled past the Mavericks 100-87. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 30 points there. The Clippers, good win against the Pelicans 137-117. And last but not least, the Lakers beat the Kings 128-104. Luka Doncic with 28 points and 9 assists. That was your NBA. Then we move into the NHL. Only 6 games in the NHL last night. The Penguins thrashed my Knights 5-0. The Blackhawks beat the Mammoth 4-0. The Sharks, they're starting to do well. They beat the Jets 2-1. The Blues took care of the Wild 3-1. The reigning champion Florida Panthers lost to the New York Islanders 5-4. And the Calgary Flames, they got quacked up by the Ducks there 3-2. There you go. Then we move on to the NCAA. There was 2 games in the men. That was the last round. It's all, it's all heading to March Madness now. Ohio beat Purdue 82-74, and Michigan State took care of Indiana 77-64. The rankings, the seedings, the whole bracket is coming out in the next 2 or 3 days, I think. Should be happening really quickly. Then in the women's side, there were a lot of results. I'm not going to go through all of them. You guys can see them on the screen. I'm going to pick out a few. Texas Tech beat Arizona there. The Lady Raiders 58-51. Georgia beat Florida Gators 71. Why am I yawning this morning? 71-58. Then Iowa beat Wisconsin 81-52. That was a big one. Notre Dame, that's a nice one there. Notre Dame against Louisville 65-62. Fighting Irish taking care of Louisville there. TCU, another good win for them. Yeah, they're 27-4 this season. That's a good run from TCU. They beat Baylor 65-53. The Blue Devils of Duke lost to North Carolina. That's a big derby. They're 74-69. And the Buckeyes, the Ohio State Buckeyes, beat the Michigan State Spartans 87-63. What else did we have there? The Gamecocks, they beat Kentucky 60-56. So they finished the regular season with a 29-2 record. Texas beat Alabama Crimson Tide 72-65. What else is interesting there? Yeah, Vanderbilt won. LSU beating Mississippi State. Oklahoma took care of Missouri. Good one for the Sooners there. UConn Huskies, they finished the season unbeaten with a perfect 31-0. They spanked St. John's 85-59. And the UCLA Bruins, the second best team in the country, finishing with 28-1. They took care of their city rivals there, the USC Trojans, 73-50. Yeah, that's the Battle of LA, the Bruins against the Trojans. There you go. But don't forget, definitely on Thursday in the Across the Pond show, big March Madness segment, don't you worry. Then there was a little bit of IndyCar yesterday. Yeah, it started, the new season started all there in St. Petersburg, Florida. And again, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, Alex Palou won again. The champion from last year starts off where he finished off winning that race. Fantastic, ahead of Scott McLaughlin and Christian Lundgaard. There's our winner. Man knows how to win. The man knows how to win. Then NASCAR. Wow. This hasn't happened, I don't think, in the NASCAR for forever, ever. Tyler Reddick winning the 3rd race in a row in the NASCAR there, ahead of Shane Van Gisbergen and Christopher Bell. So my man, Tyler Reddick there, well done to him. 3 in a row. Yep, there you go. 3. He won 3 in a row. Let's have a look at the standings. Of course, Tyler Reddick there on top, 186 points, 3 wins, not a problem at all for him. Ahead of Bubba Wallace, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and Shane Van Gisbergen. 3 races, 3 wins for Tyler Reddick. Michael Jordan must be happy because he is the owner of the team. Kind of, cool stuff there. That's kind of the show for this morning. Listen here. Well, what's coming up this week? Let me tell you. Look, we've got, of course, Premier League this week. Big games midweek. We've got our DEFCON Rugby show this afternoon and on Wednesday and on Friday. We've got the Premier League prediction show 2 times this week because of the midweek games. One on Tuesday, one on Friday. We've got European basketball. We've got darts coming up this week. Of course, we've got the Super Rugby. We've got the Six Nations will be back this week. So lots to look forward to, you guys. Lots to look forward to. But that's the show for this morning, guys. On this Monday morning, take care. Stay healthy. Be careful out there on the roads if you're on your way to work or if you're on your way back from work, depending where you are. And always don't forget, hit the notification button. We'll tell you exactly what's coming up on the channel. That's me for today. I'm out of here. Adios, guys. Ciao, ciao.